Hello again. YouTube viewers, Spotify listeners, hello. Welcome to the Pub Shed Home Bar beer chat section of the Ale and Audio podcast. How are you doing? And with me once again, I've got your resident Sheddies. I've got Dave, who looks very happy today, of the Hardy Arms in Leicester. And I've also got Andy, who doesn't look as happy today, although I think he's over it already, of the Dunning in Stoke. I mean, we might as well talk about that first then. We had the first Ale and Audio derby of the season, didn't we?
I'm bottom of the league, -2 goal difference. Quite happy with that. I think it's a steady, strong start from Dave. But yeah, obviously, next time when Stoke play Sheffield Wednesday, you'll probably have Nathan Jones in charge, which will be a nightmare for you, I guess. But he's naming the hat for Championship manager. He did ever so well at Stoke.
Did he not then?
Ever so well at Southampton.
Well,
so he's bound to be going to Sheffield Wednesday. So yeah, so Dave's sitting pretty at the top of the Ale and Audio into Pub Shed League.
Do we know who's?
He's got his gear on.
He has. He's got his shirt on.
Yeah, he's got full kit on. He's got stockings on as well, but don't show us them.
I've got the shin pads on too.
He's full kit wanker.
Yeah. On JT.
Yeah, that's it. Do we know who's next? Which is the next derby match then?
Well, Stoke Wednesday's December, so
we're playing November. It must be us in November then.
Yeah.
We've got Sheffield away for Leicester.
There we go. Well, Dave, if I've got a Leicester shirt, haven't I?
You have got a Leicester shirt, so you could wear
your Leicester one
under your Owl shirt.
Only if I lose. If we're I'll wear it if we lose on the next episode, the following episode.
And what if you win? You get to wear your shirt.
I'll have to send you a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I shall send you a shirt.
There'll be loads in the club. There'll be loads available in the club shop at discount come Christmas, so you'll be able to send.
Can I have size adult, please? I know you only order kids ones.
Well, no, I've got my old fellow. I've got my friends' shirts I can give you, haven't I? My friends' old shirts, my alter ego shirts.
Oh yeah, does he have adult size?
Yes, he does. But you went to a game, didn't you, Dave?
I went to a game. I had to. I kind of said to Tage, there's going to be a couple of games I want to go to. Stoke, definitely one of them. Sheffield will be the other one. So, I can't say it was the most entertaining of games. It was just a lot of possession. But when we braked and then scored. The best thing I did like about the whole
really, considering the whole squad was decimated with injuries. I think we played like a 2 at the back, a 4 in midfield, and a 4 up front because we'd only got 2 defenders available in the entire squad. So to lose 2-0, take that.
What I found funny was the Stoke fans at one point were singing, "We've got the ball, we've got the ball," and then they soon lose it and they go, "We've lost the ball." Because they knew that they just weren't getting any of it.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
And then obviously they were mouthing Jamie Vardy whilst he was on the bench, singing songs about him and his missus. And then he soon came on, scored, and went straight to the away fans and just went, get the ear and go, what?
And they just probably carried on singing the same songs because they don't give a monkeys. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I think. Well, since we last recorded, we have got no manager, have we now? So, we'll probably have one by the time people listen to watch this particular episode. But there we go. So what we both drinking?
I'm on Camden Pale.
Oh, the perfect draft. Very nice. Dave, yourself?
I'm on the submachine on Lagunitas.
Lagunitas.
I saw you
But-
loaded the sub.
If I pour it, if I need to top my drink up, for some reason my submachine is making a horrible noise. So, and it goes on for a while. So I might just have to mute myself, talk amongst
Just to
yourselves,
top
or
up.
play it top, and then
I'll just. Well, we all know that my perfect draft machine chips in now and again, so I'll just top up. He'll just make a noise.
This is that loud. You can hear it. I walked the other day. I poured a drink, walked into the conservatory, and you can still hear it in the conservatory. I think I need to take apart the compressor and clean it all off.
Gives a bit of a.
Yeah.
I do have a feeling my sub will be the same because I haven't used it probably in over a year. I've not loaded my sub. It's not been turned on, but I've got a feeling I'll have similar problems. Dave.
Yeah, it just makes a horrible noise, but it's probably just the fan or something, or I don't know. Whatever.
You can you're supposed to hoover. You're supposed to hoover them out, aren't you, and stuff like.
Hoover them.
Yeah, like we, like them.
Is that under the troubleshooting part in the manual?
I've seen that it's a good idea to do that anyway. So
Get your Hoover out, give it a good suck.
Donny, do you want me to send you a clapper?
I don't want your clap, Dave.
No.
No.
I'm on
clinic, though. There's a clinic in Leicester you can go. Get rid of it if you want.
Speaking of shirts, here's one of my birthday presents from. Oh, I've just spilt drink. There we go. Here's one of my birthday presents from my brother.
Straight out of Aaron's food. Straight out of Sheffield.
Yeah, not Aaron's food. Straight out of Sheffield. There we go.
Is it a t-shirt large boys size?
It's still like it was. For some reason, my brother got me an extra large. It was like a bed sheet. And I said, "Oh, just drop it down one, so you don't have to mess about sending it back if it's still too big, but it'll be fine. It's all right for wearing in here." So yeah, there we go.
Some room to grow into it. That's all you've got.
I'm on a smart casual. That's how I'm dressed. Smart. Yeah. The siren. Yeah, it's just an easy one. Someone left this in my fridge. I think it was my brother.
Oh,
not the one who got me the shirt. So. There we go. The other one.
Hey, has anybody bought an advent calendar yet?
I have.
We have.
I'm still undecided.
He's still defrosting Mariah Carey. He just hasn't got. He can't get there yet. He hasn't even been Starbucks for a pumpkin spice latte. That's how far off Christmas he is.
Well, this is it.
What level of fuss club did you order?
Top.
You went for the top one this time.
I went for the top. Went straight to the top of the tree. I asked them if I'd been a good boy this year. They said yes. So I said I bought the top one.
And did you get your North Brewing? Is it? You've got yours?
You listened to Martin Brewis, didn't you, Dave?
Yeah, I followed my own advice, really.
Yeah.
Just because I don't really have a lot of North Brewing things, to be fair. And I had a quick look on their website, and it doesn't seem that they make any or if very little stouts. So
have they got a sneaky link to tell you what's in it, or is it a surprise?
No, there's no links, which I find very
it's a surprise. I hope there's a great big dirty stout in there first day.
I've heard that because it's Christmas, they're doing and they've never done many stouts before. They're doing a stout Christmas special, just in their advent calendar.
Yeah, I've seen that Tiny Rebel have changed their tack this time. They're not doing an advent calendar. They're doing 2 selection boxes. One selection box is just like random. 12. I think it's 12 beers. So it's not like a full 24, but they've done bought a few back that they've done previous years. Like there's some ones that they released around Christmas, which was like what was it? I think Ain't Cool and Being Cool or something like that, which was a guy with a hoodie on. But they rebought that back. They bought another one back from. I mean, you're talking like 3 or 4 years ago. They've rebrewed them, which is good in a selection box. And then there's a Stay Puffed limited edition Christmas one. So for the stouters out there, but I think there's only 4 variations of beer in it. So I think there's like multiples of them. So for 12, you'd get like 3 of each one, and then you got a glass as well. But That's what I saw from them. They're
Very
not
good.
doing an advent calendar. I've saw that. I think usually people like Brew York crack out a 12-day Christmas, don't they?
Yeah, I'm keeping my options open. I might go for a 12-dayer this time.
Yeah.
I'm still looking to see what's available. I did my own last year, and it was good.
Yeah,
it was just a too much of faff.
Yeah, the one with the one I've ordered, the top one, I think it's called Fussmageddon or something like that. It's the top. But there's some days where you don't get a beer, you'll get a glass or you'll get something else. Like it's not guaranteed 24 beers, which kind of I'm okay with.
A lump of coal.
I'll take it.
An orange.
Some days you need that lump of coal or an orange.
Yeah.
As long as it's orange with like them little cloves like wedged in it. So you can chuck it in the mulled wine.
Yeah. Anyways, are we ready for a quiz?
Go for it.
Let's get quizzing. Welcome to the Big Pub Shed Pub Quiz with your host Jimbo, your contestants Andy of the Dunning in Stoke, Dave of the Hardy Arms in Leicester.
I feel like now we're on YouTube, we should have like a button that we press for the answers so it lights up.
We should. It would look really, really good, wouldn't it? So yeah.
You know, like what was that catchphrase? Where you go boom?
Yes, we should definitely do that.
Yeah. But we'll just get the balls out. We'll just get the dingers out instead.
That works. Yeah.
You get
do
that.
that.
I'll get me
so
out.
You get your dib and dauber out.
Well, you're gonna need.
Well, I'm gonna make some noise, man.
You're gonna need your pens and papers anyway. Have we got? Are you doing a fuss club this week, Dave, or you're knocking fuss club on head this week?
What time is it? No, I am doing. I'm only
We've got 50.
I'm only starting a box, so it's just adding one can or two maybe onto it.
Which can is it? Have you got your eye on a can already? Because I saw one that I wondered if you'd be interested in. I think it was on the email that they sent earlier.
Well, what was it?
It's like a black. Is it like a black currant one or something?
Was it not
black currant sour?
Yes.
This is what you want. Overcurrant.
That might be it.
Overcurrent. This is a straight up IPA on this week's Fuss Club. If it's still available, buy it. This is probably my beer of this year. That's how good this beer is.
I wanted the stupid.
So much so when Dave gives me the nod that Fuss Club's available, I'm going to buy another one. Because if it's that good, drink it more than once.
I was going to go for the Big Stupid beer by Verdant, or whatever it's called, the Big Stupid one.
There's a collab with Overtone that's supposed to be very good as well, which was on last week's release. Yeah. But
its website's not working now. Not back up until 7 o'clock. So
shut off till 7. Restock.
So 12 minutes. We'll have a break. We'll listen to some music. I'll request a song.
We'll do that. Get your pens and paper at the ready then, because here's your first question. On screen right now, yes. According to new data collected by Liberty Games, which city has the most pubs per square mile? This very recent news article claimed this. So according to new data collected by Liberty Games, which city's got the most pubs per square mile? It's multiple choice. Liverpool, Portsmouth, or Bristol? So, who wants to... Let's go Dave first. Dave, you can jump in with first answer this time. What are you going to go with?
I would say Liverpool.
Going Liverpool? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to go for Bristol.
Bristol. Okay. So... Liberty Games, by the way, I wondered what they're sort of, why they're doing research on this, but apparently they are like games, they're games machine providers. So like, like your pinballs and all that kind of thing. Yeah. So that's why they did some research. They do it quite often as a bit of a kind of a promotional thing, get the name in newspapers and stuff like that, don't they? And so on. But anyway, let's have a look then. So Dave said Liverpool. Andy said Bristol. Has anybody got it right? Nobody got it right because it is Portsmouth.
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 Yeah, Portsmouth.
Portsmouth.
I was a bit confused by this because now we might need VAR on this, but it's not my fault because when you go to all the news articles are saying Portsmouth at the top of this pub's per square mile leaderboard, but when then you go to the data itself, unless they haven't published a new date yet, or if I'm looking at something old, it's actually Liverpool. So it's hard to say, but most articles are saying Portsmouth. So it's a bit. I know.
Can I just say Liverpool are getting done over again by VAR?
So in your well checkered editing, 12 pubs per square mile compared to Portsmouth's 11. Is that Liverpool?
Yes, that should be Liverpool. Yeah. Yes, I had to change it. I had to change it at last minute.
Just send it to your editors for proofreading.
It's because I had to change it at last minute because of all this.
Sainsbury's and Tesco this week. We've got Liverpool.
Misinformation. So yeah, Liverpool's 11, Bristol's 9.
We don't do technical information. If you come here for accurate sources, go somewhere else. Can you put a disclaimer on YouTube? The information on this video might be made up.
It might be a load of shit.
So
can we rename this whole section to Bullshit Corner? Then I think we cover everything off. Don't we?
Yeah, let's just do that.
Use these questions in an actual quiz, would you?
No. But yeah, I put Leicester's and Stokes on there because I thought you'd be interested to know what Leicester's and Stokes were.
Because there's parts of Stoke where I know there's like a concentration of pubs, but I do know that recently decimated by the fact that nobody's going out anymore. So, yeah.
And I couldn't find either whether this is referring to just proper traditional boozers, public houses, or whether it's referring to bars, but it does say pubs, so right. I'm assuming it's at them. Whereas if you kind of added bars into the mix, I reckon this would be completely different. Obviously London for a start would probably take the win, whereas it hasn't. So there you go. There you go. That's that question anyway. On to the next one then. So Brew York have again been all the talk this week in the news and on Instagram and stuff like that. They were in it, like they were in our quiz last week. They're in it again. We're not sponsored by Brew York. Could be if they want to.
Could be if they want to send you. If you want to send Jimbo some free beer, that's fine. He's closest after all.
Do it, yeah, and I'll distribute it from here down to these two.
He loves a bit of Juice Flow Side's got a dark fruits one out. Did you know?
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do like a bit of juice.
I do love a bit. I've tried the double Forsyth before.
Is that two of them?
You should get yourself on a Fuss Club tonight as well.
Maybe
that's coming out. That's coming on Fuss tonight.
Have you got to get a referral code for him, Dave? Get yourself some money off.
Yeah, I do. I'll give you a $5.
Yep.
I'll treat you.
I think there is a referral code in all jokes, but yeah.
Yeah, there is. It's $5. I think it's $5.
We'll put it in Martin Brewis to tell them all about
it. So the question here then, Brew York have been all the talk this week. They've created a limited edition beer to celebrate the 40th anniversary of a popular 80s TV series. What is the TV series? Is it Stingray? Is it Thundercats? Or is it Terrorhawks?
I'm going to hold my hand up. I don't know what Terrorhawks is.
Okay.
I probably do know it, but I can't name. I don't know what it is.
But you know the others.
Thundercats was a big like fight back against He-Man, wasn't it?
Okay, man.
So much so I think they should make Thundercats into a movie.
And this, I'm just saying, this TV show is the same age as you, so it was out the year you were born, I assume.
That's it. Yeah. So I'm going to go with Stingray.
Yep. Good one. Yep. I bet Dave's not got a clue what any of these are, have you, Dave? The baby of the group.
Thundercats.
We all know what Thundercats are, don't we?
Yeah.
And Stingray.
I think again, Henry Cavill playing Lion-O.
I'm going to say Thundercats.
So we've got Dave going Thundercats, Andy going Stingray. Has anybody got the right answer? No. I tell
I
you
don't even
what,
know what Terrahawks is. I can't even remember top of my head what it is.
are either you going to get more points than Wednesday have got all season so far today? So it's still 0-0. Yeah, it was the Terrahawks, and if you want to kind of remember what they look like,
No.
I'm not sure how picture my missus got on here, but anyway, no, I'm joking.
You'll be bothered on Friday.
Why have you put Sheddie Mercury up right now? He's not on till later on.
What do you mean I put Sheddie Mercury? Oh, very funny. Yeah. Panic then. That's what he looks like after he's gone round so many clubs.
Yeah, that's when he's just before he does his makeup before he goes out.
Yeah, that's it. So it was the Terrahawks, and you can, yeah, and I think it's I think they've made 3,000 of them or something like that. So sounds like a decent beer as well, actually. But yeah, if you go and have a look for a Terrahawks from Brew York. By the way, thanks to Jan at the Box Nouns who sent me the last 2 questions. By the way, very useful is Jan. She's always on the lookout for me. She's basically a researcher as well as Jan's Box. She's like a researcher as well. Exactly.
Yeah.
So good stuff.
You won't have to do this before long. Somebody will be able to do it for you.
They might get it right as well. Does this mean I can start blaming Jan for incorrect facts?
Yeah.
Maybe. It was my fault.
She'll soon stop doing this.
I didn't correct it on the slide. That was my fault. But it wasn't our fault that the news article says Portsmouth and then the data says Liverpool. That's not our fault.
It's okay. You don't have to keep making excuses.
No. Anyway, next question.
Half a point, really.
It's 0-0. Here we go. Which rock band have launched a limited edition whiskey with Ballantine's Scotch whiskey to celebrate the band's 50th anniversary? Sorry, you'll see that Blink 182 are not up there, Dave, but you'll probably know they're not 50. They're not 50 years. Well, they're not in the 50th year of being a band. They're probably approaching 50. Some of them.
I was going to say they all are about 50.
Dave, what would you reckon?
I haven't got a clue on this one.
I'm going to say AC/DC.
Any reasons? Or just a guess?
It's a guess, but I feel like I've seen it. But I'm only guessing.
All right.
I mean, I'm going to go with Black Sabbath because I'm guessing they just wheeled Ozzy Osbourne out of somewhere.
Sharon!
Sharon, get me a Valentine's with Scotch whiskey.
I saw a really funny video of a Black Sabbath concert. At the end of it, obviously, it was a little bit younger, but still a bit fucked. And it literally just says, if you have any drugs or any alcohol, will you please come and give me them? Good old Ozzy.
Well, at least he's not biting heads off pigeons or bats anymore, or whatever it were that he used to eat. Yeah. And they wonder why he ended up in a state. He's got all sorts. Anyway, so Dave, you're going AC/DC. Andy, I think you said Black Sabbath, yeah? Has anybody got the right answer this time?
It's going to be Led Zeppelin.
Finally, somebody's got the right answer. Who's got the right answer? It's Dave.
That was good, isn't it?
It does look good, a logo and stuff, yeah.
So I do feel like I've seen something like that floated about, so...
Yeah, AC/DC. And for those on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, you get to see a lot of the stuff that's going on screen, all the spelling mistakes and incorrect facts and everything. For those on Spotify, you don't get to see that. For those on YouTube, you get to see Dave and Andy sticking rods up at you. And for you on Spotify, you can't see them doing it. So there we go. And just to remind you, the YouTube version of this show is out on a Sunday, 1:00. Spotify listeners, you get to hear all this first. And then not bother watching it because, well, why would you?
This is why we keep doing the outtakes on YouTube. The outtakes are better than the show.
That's it. Well, I don't edit it, so it's all on there. Anyway, there we go. So that's those questions done. Is it Fuss Club time?
It's close.
Yeah, 1 minute.
1 minute. So yeah, Fuss Club time. So this is the part of the show. Hello, YouTube listeners, viewers. Only you get to see this on YouTube because we cut all this bit out.
Because nobody on Spotify wants to listen to this junk.
No. Yeah. So
working.
did you see, by the way, while we're waiting for Fuss Club to be done, did you see Andros messaged us today?
There's a lot of knobs knocking around in Corfu.
There is. I thought he was in Albania, which confused me a little bit. I'm guessing he's took a trip.
He was in Albania. He was in Albania and he's gone to Corfu.
He's had more holidays than Dave's had more holidays. And Dave's had more holidays than Judy Chalmers. We've got to remember that. So Andros is like, if they did like Wish You Were Here Again, they could use Andros and Abby because they're everywhere. In fact, they're probably up sticks and like it's that expensive now living in the UK. They're just going to travel the world. Yeah.
Well, they might as well.
I saw on one of these random news articles that an old couple had basically booked themselves onto cruise ships for like the next 10 years or something daft like that, because it was cheaper to do that than it was to book themselves into a home or something. So they get 5-star service, 3 meals a day, unlimited drinks, somebody to wipe their arse for them, and they're on the boat. Plus Club's not working.
Hey, up, he's trying to get reception here.
I'm trying to get a picture of the shit. My arms don't stretch long enough. I can't get myself in photo.
You have to set it up on your physics and do a delay so you can.
I'm gonna do that.
Hey up!
Right,
dogs are out.
10 seconds. 10 seconds. Right, hold on.
Come on, Winnie.
Right.
Come on then. Hello, Winnie. Come on then. No. Say hello to Planet. Oh, there we are. Ooh.
I blinked.
I blinked.
What?
First Club's down, soft grid.
Really?
It's off grid.
Yeah, they must have had too many people trying to buy juice for dark fruits.
Yep. Or that blackcurrant thing that you've got.
Overcurrent. It's just an IPA. It's not late flavored.
Mm. What you snacking on?
Some spicy.
Can you just give me 2 minutes and I'll be with you.
He's
do something.
It's father-in-law coming on podcast. Might be. What are you eating again?
Father-in-law is coming, but he's not coming on podcast.
he's keeping his microphone on. He's got his microphone attached, remember?
As long as you don't go over poo.
Oh, yeah, very nice. Yeah. Flavour of them.
Chili.
Where's Bubble?
Nice.
Oh, couldn't hack it till 7:30. Did you back?
Talking rubbish.
He's definitely going for poo.
Yeah. If you need like what's described as 2 torpedoes dropping in the ocean, that's what it is.
Oh, he's got the sub.
This is my spare submachine.
Oh, he's got a spare.
You've got a spare?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't have a spare submachine. And there's a couple of red wines if you want one.
Yep. Delivery's been.
What's happening here? Is Ogden shut down near you?
No, basically, H's mum and dad are going away and they have a bird. And because we forgot they were coming, H is having to clear the room in the garage for this bird to come.
Kind of bird is it?
One that
Bald
flaps
eagle.
and talk. It's a
parrot.
cockatiel.
Cockatiel. Oh, cockatiel. Yeah.
Cockatiel. Brilliant. Hope it doesn't escape.
So,
As long as it doesn't escape, Dave, you're okay.
And it's called chipping.
Sorry, the bird's gone.
It's called what?
Sorry, I've
Chippy.
lost the bird. And they get
Chip.
back.
It's called chip. It's called chippy.
Yeah,
Chippy.
chippy.
Like what you get
You go,
for your tea on a like what you get for your tea on a Friday.
Yeah, chippy tea.
Does it bang its head?
I hope you got it in mirror.
It looks at the mirror.
Do you play it like Blink-182's Best Of? It just smashes its head against the mirror because it'd rather kill itself.
Look, we'll come to that in a bit.
Oh,
What's happening?
what a
What's happening with Fuss Club? Is it back on yet, or is it down?
He's down. We're struggling.
Oh, funny.
It's a good job we don't do a Fuss Club show, isn't it?
Yeah.
The 7 o'clock Fuss Club fun show.
Fun hour. Fuss hour.
Right.
Yeah.
Overcurrent. Right, I'm buying one. There we go.
If Fuss Club are listening, by the way, we are open for offers.
Yeah.
If you'd like a Fuss hour.
I'm waiting for Dave to come back to me on dates.
Yeah, I'm coming back to you on that one. Keep forgetting.
Yeah, waste of time.
Mm.
Right. Oh, fuck off.
This is what you get in the uncut version.
It is.
Just carnage and mayhem.
Right.
Dick and head.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Why can't I just use fucking PayPal?
PayPal's shut, mate.
There we go. Apple Pay. That's what we want. Apple Pay. Done.
By the way, I did fill the rabbit hole in.
What'd you fill it in with? Rabbits.
Rabbit.
Yeah. It took a lot of earth because I realised that they tunnelled in where the hole was. It actually tunnelled in various directions, so it took a lot of earth, a lot of jumping up and down once I'd filled it in, and then getting more because obviously you had a further subsistence, whatever I can't even say it. Well, I had further sinkage once I'd jumped on it, so I had to keep topping it up. So
I'm just gonna go and top my glass up. So ignore the noise.
Has it been like the Great Escape? Have they been like walking around the yard like shuffling like the deer from the trouser leg? Have they been walking along like this?
As far as I can see, they've not got any other plans just yet to escape.
To get that gym box out in the middle of the yard that they start jumping over, that check underneath it.
That's it.
Or if they ask for a picture of Audrey Hepburn and put it on the side of the porch, just check they aren't digging through the side of it.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Needs
like one of these, Dave.
Oh, that is loud, isn't it?
Oh, got a nice pitch to it. Is it like, has it developed some sort of AI? Is it like trying to kill the human race? Death by submachine. Yeah, I'll add mine to it.
No.
It's like listening to Chemical Brothers.
It's like, you know the spare submachine I've got? I think I should plug that in.
Maybe. Chemical Toilet Brothers. Right. Is it shut up now?
No.
Sounds like it's shut up.
I can't hear it now.
Can you not?
No. It was really loud, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now it stopped. Right. Okay. Right. We'll go with it. We'll go with it. We're back.
Can you still hear it?
No. It's gone.
It's still got. Hey, it's stopped now. That's how long it takes. Stop.
Right. Well, next question. Next question in your quiz then is this one. What has Chelsea Isaac, barmaid of the Fortune of War pub in Torquay, been in the news for this week? It's one of these things. Either a 20-foot mural of her was painted on the wall, on the pub wall outside, or she was left in charge of the pub for 2 weeks while the landlord went away and she painted all the walls black for Halloween without getting permission, or she got trapped in the cellar for 14 hours when the door got locked and the empty barrels were left on top of the cellar hatch outside. One of those things is the reason why barmaid Chelsea Isaac of the Fortune War pub in Torquay has been in the news this week. Which one of them is it? I can't remember who's going for the first answer here, but feel free to discuss your theories around which one you think it might be and why.
I'd love to see a picture of a barmaid just painted on the wall, so I think I might go with that one. I think that's quite a ruse, yeah.
The 20-foot mural.
Unless she was leaving and she's been there for ages and they've paid a tribute to her.
Yep. It's a good theory.
Stuck in a cellar. I don't think the locals would have allowed that to happen.
Well, it depends when it was, though, doesn't it? Because
Sunday night, didn't go till Monday morning.
They might not open on a Monday. Some pubs don't these days, do they? They just
been in more than 14 hours then, won't she?
I was going to go with painting the black walls.
You reckon?
Yeah, just because it's coming up to Halloween, people get a bit giddy, don't they?
Topical, yeah. So
I'm going to go with the painting on the wall outside.
The 20-foot mural for Andy.
Yeah.
And the
Dave's going to get one of him put on the side of his shed at some point.
Do it. Yeah. And Dave's gone for the barmaid painting the walls black against the landlord's will while they went away. Okay. Has anybody got the right answer? Somebody has. Remember, it's 1-0 to Dave currently as things stand. But now, it's 1-1. So there is the 20-foot mural. For YouTube viewers, you can see this. For Spotify viewers, listeners, you might just want to Google it. Google Fortune of War pub, Chelsea Isaac, Torquay. But yeah, they painted. So apparently, I think it might be her dad or granddad who's landlord of the pub, and they painted it of her, because she works there, and I think it's to do with the sort of heritage of the pub. It's all about, war and that kind of thing. And yeah, they painted it. And apparently it's caused her to get asked out a lot more. She gets asked out all the time because there's a big painting of her. Because there's this massive mural on the side of a pub. Have you seen recently as well? Like, I put it on when I went to visit Pablo in Hartlepool. Obviously, there's the brilliant mural of David Bowie, Ziggy Stardust, and I had a picture with that. Looks brilliant. But then right across from it, you've got those two of what is supposed to be, we think, the Gallagher brothers that don't really look anything like them.
They were the Northern Monk.
We've now got another not in Hartlepool, but might be Newcastle, northeast at least. There's another mural that's gone up this time of Sam. What do you call it? Sam Fender. And again, I've got to say, it looks nothing like him. I don't know if anyone's ever seen that. I sent it to Pablo.
I'm getting on a bit, right? But what it was known as before was graffiti, and people used to moan the pets off about graffiti, didn't they? Because it degrades the area. Now it's like paintings and murals. I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing how the world changes. The outlook.
It is. There we go.
I'm gonna go draw a stick man on the A50 flyover.
This is it. Well, you're wanting to graffiti my place and put Henderson's Relish on the side. I wouldn't class that as graffiti.
That's not graffiti. That's stylistic.
And it's only on your door. We want to paint your jaw orange.
It's only like the whole wraparound building, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
It's only the whole thing. Paint it turd brown with an orange band around the middle.
Well, it is kind of a brown, isn't it, your bar?
Question for you. Question. I saw Henderson's Relish, right, with a blue label on it. What's that?
I think they... no, not quite. They do lots of special versions of Henderson's. There's a Sheffield Wednesday blue and white stripe one. There's also a Sheffield United one, unfortunately. But I think the blue one you might have seen. I think it was fairly recent. I think it was. Yeah, I think it might have been to do maybe with a local hospice or something. I think Luke Horton, who's the guy who does again lots of big murals and stuff like that. But
Graffiti.
he does graffiti, and he does some t-shirts. My 0114 shirt. He does that one.
Yeah,
he does that as well. Yeah, A up duck. Yeah,
which is actually a Derby saying, but we'll give it. He's fine having it.
You can borrow it.
They say it in Stoke A up duck, but A up duck comes from Derby originally.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid getting on a bus, and bus driver called me a cock, and I thought
he knew you.
Yeah.
All right, cock.
Beg your pardon.
There's a lot of cocks out in Leicester way.
Do you get that a lot in Leicester?
Couple of cocks.
Just you, Dave.
No, just me. Oh, we did find out somebody that does also live in Leicester.
Who lives in Leicester?
The Leicestershire, at least.
Oh, the Spencer Arms.
Spencer Arms.
We did, yeah, the Spencer Arms, and they did us an amazing review on YouTube. God knows why, because I mean, you're watching this and you can see what's going off today. But we got an amazing review, by the way, off the Spencer Arms on YouTube. If you watch his YouTube video, you'd be well impressed. Some very good things to say about all of us, even you, Dave.
I know. Wait till he meets. He'll say otherwise.
Well, say you've got a pub shed you can visit now, and you still not got to the Bowlers Bar, have you?
Bowlers Bar won't have me.
I've been to Bowlers Bar, and you live right corner.
I work in the village that he lives in.
You're a pub shed celebrity. Me and Dave are just weirdos.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Who don't want one of them in the shed?
What a weirdo.
Yeah.
Right then.
That's why we sit here on our own and drink.
And cry. Oh, that's another story.
What's that pub shed sound? We played you one last.
Crying in the corner because nobody will let us go there. Pub.
We played you one last week, and you couldn't get it right. So here it is again. So
the thing is, I heard this back last week, and it's like 20 different sounds. It's not just one pub shed sound; it's a whole fucking regime of pub shed sounds.
But the question is, what is the action that's occurring? What is it? What's the main? What's happening? Getting drunk. It's a bit too no.
That's close enough, I think.
Having a drink.
Yeah, having a drink.
No.
Pouring liquid.
I can tell you that 2 people got that right. 2 people.
The person that sent it in.
No.
And they're off.
It was Judge Pat and Nicker.
It was Judge. It was Judge Pat's sound, but no, it wasn't Judge Pat who got it right, or Nicky. Obviously, they knew what it were.
What it was.
Ryan 10 AVFC got it right. Well done, Ryan. And also the Cleveland Arms, right? I'm going to tell you what it is, and then I'm going to play it again. So what it actually is Judge Pat taking the lid off a bottle. We know that. You can tell that. And he's pouring rum into a decanter. So it was the decanter in particular that we were looking for, putting a drink into a decanter. So that's why
they said rum and coke last week.
Yeah, but it's a big pour. It's a big pour.
What's
It's a
the
big pour.
decanter?
What's a decanter? It's like a glass. It's like a posh glass. Only posh people have them, which is why Pat's got it.
Dave just counts his from the bottle into glass
like
and
a
drinks it.
Straight into his
So
mouth.
basically, yeah.
Not one of them
Pour the
ones like that.
You pour it
into a bigger glass and then pour that into your other glass.
Yes, it's like a special.
It's extra washing, Dave.
It's a fancy bottle. But you might put it in there at Christmas, for example. You might put it in at Christmas.
I've got one.
He's got one.
Right, my uncle sadly passed away a few years back, and of all the possessions in his house, he had an immaculate set of port glasses and this amazing-looking crystal decanter.
Look at that. Very nice.
Look at that. That's lovely, isn't it?
So
have you used it?
No.
But
you know why, Dave? Because it's extra washing up.
Put your Christmas rum in it. Put your Christmas rum.
I might put my port in. Look at these lovely port glasses. Lovely these are. I'll get me Christmas port in it this year, eh?
So yeah, I'm gonna play
and record the sound and let me know if it sounds like that.
I'm gonna play it again, and now you'll understand what's going off.
I knew it was pouring a drink into something. Makes me want to go for a wig.
It's all about the long pour. There we go. But it does, of course, mean we've got a new pub shed sound for you.
Has he not got a lid on that decanter?
He did. You heard him pop him on. It just sits in, doesn't it? It just sits in.
Yeah, but does that mean he's drank all that rum?
Maybe. By the way, he's on his Instagram, and it was posted in like December 2020 or something daft.
Dave's living by a decanter, by the way. I'm going to get him one for Christmas. I'll get you one for Christmas, Dave, and then you can decant away.
It was on his Instagram a long time ago, probably before we met, and he sent me it saying, use this, Jimbo. So I did. Here's your next pub shed sound. Here we go. What's this?
Is it made of wood?
I'm going to play it one more time. No. I'm going to play it again. So,
go on then.
Here we go. What does that sound like?
Is it somebody drawing on the chalkboard?
That's what I thought at first. But it sounds too like
tinny.
You said, yeah, it sounds too tinny or like, yeah, that a chalkboard.
You think it's a chalkboard, do you?
I do.
Thought it.
Any other guess?
I'll go with the chalkboard. Dave, think of something else. We'll get there.
Look, it doesn't matter.
There at the minute. I'm coughing my guts. If I keep having to mute this.
It doesn't matter because whether you're right or wrong, I'm still going to roll it over to next week. Give people a chance to have a guess. Take
the piss. How are we ever going to know if we get it right then?
You'll find out next week, like everybody else.
I give up on this quiz.
I don't think this is in the quiz anymore.
Dave and Andy.
You've got a confession to make, Dave. This is not part of the quiz.
Dave and Andy reckon it's a chalkboard. Someone drawing on a chalkboard or something. Have you got a chalkboard in your shed?
I think they're writing up today's special.
Right, okay. Yeah. That's a good guess. But might not be the right answer. So I'll give people a bit of time to have a guess. Do you agree with Andy and Dave? If you do, write in the comments below if you're watching YouTube or Spotify. You can Instagram me or whatever, however you want to get in touch. Let us know. That's it. Okay. Now, though, it's time for the big question. Now, the big question this week, or last week, because we asked it last week for this week, relates to pub grub consumers and what kind of pub grub consumer you are. So, you know, when you go to a restaurant, or not a restaurant necessarily, a pub, and it might be a pub that you've been to before, but it might be a pub that you've not been to before or whatever. What kind of pub person are you? I'll admit, I'm the person who I might look at the menu, but ultimately, I know I'm going to go for a burger and chips of some sort, as long as it's a vegetarian one, obviously. I've always been that type of person who'll go for what I know I like. I'll go straight to burgers. I won't even give other things a look. That's just what I'm like, pub grub. Like, but I also ask, what, you know, is that you, or is it other? Do other people go for something different every time? So I want to know, what did most people say, basically? What kind? And I'll ask you too as well, Dave, Andy. What kind of pub grub consumers are you?
Most of the time, we'll just order the same thing. I think it's burgers, isn't it? Like pub grub and a few pints.
Yep.
Steaks and a few pints.
I admit that there could be different types of burgers on a menu, or different types of, you know.
We went Warwick. We went to Warwick at the weekend. We went in a pub called the Craftsman. Walked in. It was like, "Have you got a menu?" He's like, "Yeah, it's on table." I didn't even look at the menu. I just went, "I'll have the burger and chips."
We all do it.
Sam had a pizza. I had a steak, but it was about inch thick. This burger was. Took some eating, to be fair to it. It was very good. But yeah, I tend to just have burger and chips. I think it goes back to the days when I used to go Wetherspoons as the meet-up spot when we went on a night out. Burger and chips and a pint for £5.
Yeah. Like you say, if it's pub grub, then yeah, it's burgers, isn't it? But if you're going to a restaurant, it's a different thing. Then you look at the menu and then order burger and chips.
So if you go to a traditional pub, you're more likely just to look. All right, you might just have a look to check what's on the burger or whatever, and there is a burger. But generally, you'll go straight for it and order it. I
make my mind up on my way in, rather than even looking at a menu. What I'm having.
So the menu is pretty irrelevant, mate, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and my dad does a very similar thing where he sits and looks at a menu, but as people come past with food, he looks at it and goes, "Oh, what's that?" Or what's that? And he's been known previously to ask, his waiters have come back and gone, "Excuse me, what was that?"
And then people have to sit there eating.
Yeah,
people have to sit there eating. Me, Dad gulping. Yeah.
Excuse me, what have you had?
Can I have it as well?
Can I have a bite?
I'll have one. I'll have what he's having.
Do you just lean over with a fork and go, "Yeah, I'll have that."
Yeah.
Hey, if you don't finish it, I'll have it.
I mean, who doesn't go on the internet to look at the menu before you even go to a pub?
I admit I have to do that anyway these days, because obviously I need to know there's something there for me in the first place.
Yeah, there is.
The other day, surreal experience the other day. I went to a wedding, right? And
did you lose your bank card?
I didn't lose my bank card.
Nobody found out what we bought from Tesco.
I'm over all that now, right? I went to a wedding the other day, and it was one of those weddings where you don't choose your food, you just say whether you're vegetarian or not. Now, because I was probably one of very few vegetarians there, everybody knew what they were eating because they kind of asked, and they knew what they were eating or whatever. I was sat there not knowing, not having a clue what was going to land in front of me. And I found that quite strange, going out and having something to eat and not knowing until the second it landed in front of you, it were like being 8 again. Your mum and dad make your tea and you don't know what you're going to get.
Did they bring it on some sort of cloche? And they slid it in front of you and went like, "Ah."
Yeah.
And you were like, "I don't like
that." Well, everyone else the meat eaters had like this big steak, like pulled steak sort of thing, like, pulled beef sort of thing, all chuffed together with massive Yorkshire pudding, gravy, veggies and all that. Thought, that looks good. I wonder if I'll get a veggie version of that. What I got was a veggie lasagna and some garlic bread. But nice. Which was nice, but I was setting myself up for something gravy based. So, in my head, I was like, right, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be gravy based, something with veg. And then obviously, yeah, it turned out to be on the different side of things, really.
Shit, then.
Basically. Italian. I was expecting something, British, and I ended up with something Italian sort of thing, kind of. if you can call lasagnas Italian. Not really, is it? But
it's British but Italian.
yeah. But so are you both saying then that you are okay in general? You know what you're gonna have. Menu's irrelevant. Menu's irrelevant in most cases. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Do you think that's what most other people said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you are both wrong.
No.
No. Yeah, we'll do John with that one. Yeah, you're both wrong. It actually, a lot of people, 50, it's fairly close. 54.3% of people said that they have a good browse of the menu before they choose, but still a massive chunk like us. They're just going to go for ordering whatever they want to order. Like, we are having to look at menu. You know what you're going to have, that kind of thing. Yeah, there we go. 35.7% of people agreeing with us on that. Good to see. There we go.
So good people there. I like it.
Exactly. Those people are our kind of people, aren't they?
The other 60% are the people that come with you to a restaurant when you decide what you're having, and they sit there for hours.
Yeah.
And you're like, will you just pick something else? You're having nothing.
And who do they ask?
Yeah.
They ask you. what shall I eat? Why ask me? I'm not eating it.
What are you having? I've decided.
So frustrating. My wife's going to break up. She can hear every word.
You're in trouble when you get it.
Massively.
She stood at the door now, waiting to knock you out. Not only have you called her like that picture.
Sam has this thing where she just goes turns to me sometimes and goes say if it's a Sunday, she'll be just like, you know what, I just fancy a carvery today, and I can't be asked to cook anything. And I'll just go, yeah, okay.
Right, here we go.
Hello everyone, I'm the Compare Without Compare, and here at the Ale and Audio Pub Shed tonight, I'd like to introduce our turn, Sheddie Mercury.
Sheddie Mercury time, yes. Now, Sheddie Mercury might have a slightly more gruff voice than normal because he's got a cold. Let's say that. Normally, he's got Sheddie Mercury's got quite a high-pitched voice normally. It's a bit lower this time. Bit back. He might sound a bit more like Shed Sheeran, should we say that? But it's definitely Sheddie Mercury, okay?
Have you definitely heard this before?
I know what it is, but I've not heard it before. Let's just say that. Oh, I hope this is right. Okay, here we go. Right. Can't even remember what I asked for. Right, So here we go. I might as well be playing along as well. This is Sheddie Mercury. He's our Ale and Audio Pub Shed singer. And you've just got to guess what he's singing, song, artist, and title. Here we go.
It's not between me, it's just not between me, paradise.
There we go. I think Andy's writing things down. He looks like he might be confident. We'll obviously play it again. You've got it, haven't you, Andy? But I think you're just trying to. He's singing it through. He's singing it through. He's trying to get it. Dave, I'm guessing you haven't really got. You don't know where to start with it, do you, Dave? Is that right?
I'm not taking part in this one.
Abstaining. Right, here he goes again.
It's not between me, paradise. It's just not between me, paradise.
I think you're still drawing, by the way. So this is important. This.
Bless him. He's got a cold and everything.
What are you saying, Dave? You're going to throw anything out there? You ain't got a clue.
first I thought it might have been a George Ezra song, but it's not.
No.
That was it.
Down, 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 down. It's another day for you and me in paradise.
So you've got this. You've got the song
I've
title.
no idea who sings it.
You've no idea who sings it. I'm going to give you
No.
a point. Half a point. Half a point, really.
I've won it by half.
1.5 for you on now compared to Dave's one. But it was Phil Collins. And yet another day in
I nearly
paradise.
went with Genesis.
Yeah. Well, today's songs,
Is
of
that-
course. Yeah. Today's songs, of course, are they are songs themed around money and wealth and rich and poor and all that kind of thing. So there you go. Quite a thought-provoking song. You'll hear it at some point today. There we go. Good
9 out
stuff.
of 10.
Yeah. There we go. Now, though, it's time for this. When it's Friday night and you're feeling in the mood, you've greased it up and you've applied the lube. So stick it in and pull it out. If you get a splinter, it'll probably make you shout. So I'm gonna look right through the glory hole. I'm gonna look right through the glory hole.
Hey, it's Kev here from the Gloryhole Garden Pub in Telford. Welcome to Through the Glory Hole.
Through the glory hole. It could be a pub shed, it could be a beer lover, or it could be a brewery that Kev spies through his dirty glory hole, the Glory Hole Garden Pub in Telford. There we
Do you
go.
think he's got like a pack of anti-back wipes back near his glory hole?
I think so. I think it's wise to.
I bet there's a lot of art around it.
Splatters, paint splatters.
No, it's not graffiti anymore. It's art, isn't it? It's art.
You could probably like cut his glory hole out, put it in a frame and sell it for millions in an art.
Could do.
Yeah.
Could do.
Like
Are you ready?
Banksy. Yeah.
Are you ready for your first clue?
You mean
Wank.
Banksy, not Banksy.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I did say that. Yeah.
I've got in the garage.
We want a 5% commission, Kev, if you do sell it under the guise of Wanksy.
In the garage where the bath originally started, in my garage, I had the little bar, and I had a dartboard, and I got a piece of wood and painted it with black chalk paint, drawn a white line so you could put your score on it. And since I've had this place in 2019, there's been a picture drawn of a great big cock on this chalkboard in the garage, signed Wankster, because the mate just draws cocks on everything. And it's still there to this day. It's been there for for nearly 4 years now. This picture of this cock on this chalkboard.
Maybe it's gained some value.
Yeah.
I'll take a picture of it.
It could be the oldest drawn cock out there. A lot get destroyed.
According to your,
They shouldn't.
did you record the sound of whoever drew it a few years ago?
Wow.
If according to your guesses you're correct.
Drawing in a cock on a chalkboard.
Right, here are your clues then for Through the Glory Hole. Here's clue number 1.
This week, Through the Glory Hole, you're going to need to guess the pub shed. Quite new to the community, his Instagram account began in May 2023.
Clue number 1. This is a pub shed you're looking for. They joined the community fairly recently, joined Instagram, May 2023. Admittedly, you're not going to get much from that, are you?
No, because my short-term memory is terrible.
Clue number 2.
This pub shed is one of the big ones, measuring 23 by 10. It even has room for its own toilet.
Now, can you think of any pub sheds that have got toilets? Don't forget, we feature pub sheds every week. So can you remember any that have we featured that have their own toilet? Still no memory. No recollection. Okay. And here's clue. Your last clue. Clue number 3.
This Sheddie has some great inside decor, including a replica Predator mask. Other things you'll find inside this pub shed is a Mortal Kombat arcade machine, a Blade and Perfect Draft, and a Budweiser neon sign.
A Blade and a Perfect Draft machine. Budweiser neon sign, Mortal Kombat arcade machine, and a Predator mask. Anything ringing any bells there?
I think it connected a few synapses, but I think it's not in my long-term memory vault, so I can't remember it.
But you do remember some of those things we're mentioning.
Yeah.
I remember
Dave?
the Mortal Kombat arcade machine.
Yeah, I am the same as them there. I know the pub, but I can't put a name to the pub.
I'll give you a clue. I believe it's up near Pablo. If that helps. Up near Pablo.
Do you know what would help if you told us the name? And then I'll tell you the name.
Well, I'm not going to tell you the name, but I will. I'm not going to roll this over. Though. We'll reveal the answer. Okay. So we featured it fairly recently. There is a octopus type thing and
Kraken.
they've got it. There you go.
Well done if you got it right. The pub shed I was after this week was the Kraken Night In. Hope you have a great weekend. See ya.
Cheers, Kev. Thank you for that. The Kraken Night In. It was probably fairly recently, about only in the last sort of few months or so that we featured it. But the Kraken Night In Garden Pub. That's it. There we go.
Kraken, that is.
Give him a follow, everyone. The Kraken Night In.
It's funny because the Gloryholes filled the Kraken.
I got a pub shed in my garden and a bottle shop in my town. I love the craft and perfect draft and a 2-for-1 discount. So when it comes to beer, I need a deal that'll keep the prices at a steal. So I'm calling up Martin Brewis.
Can I just say how successful this feature's been? Because people are actually like, we should be on commission. They are, because people like what we had Taylor Taverns gone and got himself his bread and butters in Ante, and I think the Canary and the Cockerel did as well. That were yours that, Dave, weren't it?
I don't even.
Yes.
Sign. Yeah, the sign.
My brother's even going for North Brew Advent calendar the same as I've done this year because he said how cheap it was.
Yep, crafty beer lad. He mentioned he'd be looking at the North Brew one as well. So it's working. It's working. We're finding people discounts.
I've got Martin Brewis, everybody.
Have you got one?
Bought the first one.
I've got one.
Go on then.
Perfect draft machine. Costco. Original. £159.
Just like we planned that, isn't it, Andy?
Oh.
We didn't plan that at all.
No.
Yes.
Saving
yourself 40 quid on the original machine from
which, can I just say, there's no fucking difference between that one and the new one.
The only thing that's different between the new machine and this machine, which makes it professional, is you can change the temperature. Which,
but who cares?
Most of the beers that they make at 3 degrees, I mean, to be fair, they're 80% lager these days. Throwing that out there. So everything at 3 degrees is fine. And to top it all off, they've just started to roll out a feature on the app, which is in trial, which means that the shops nearby, people that buy kegs, will start be able to use when you send kegs back, you get like a rebate of the £5. Yeah. So if you use them in your shop, they're going to do that, but they're also going to give you points when you buy kegs from shops rather than just buying by the website.
That's one thing you miss out, doesn't it? When you go to the shops to buy them,
you miss massive out. And if you buy from shops, I mean, Asda trialed it. I don't think that worked.
No, Asda are still selling them in my local.
They are still selling, but I don't think it's kind of working because there's no kickback Like you don't. Every time you buy from the website, you get points that then you can use to your next order. Obviously, when you return the kegs, you get £5 worth of points, but it kind of flips the opposite way. And then the second thing I've got is obviously we mentioned the big man with the big white beard and the fluffy collars and red coat. It's Christmas time's coming, and you've got to keep your eye out now on places for people, beer lovers in your life. Places like Firebox, physics machines usually go on discount around this time, just prior to the mad Christmas rush. But also homebrew kits.
Yes.
Well, haven't we got Black Friday coming up soon?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just keep your eye out. It comes at mid-November, isn't it? But
Prime Days as well. You get them coming out soon.
Some Prime discounts starting tomorrow. Well, this week,
Wednesday, which we're going to miss out on if we've already got one. Because normally on Prime Days, obviously, by the time you've listened to this, you'd have missed out on the offer. They normally have offers. It's really strange on Scampi Fries on a card.
Oh.
They normally do them. There's normally a place that has them on Amazon. Well, it's normally Amazon, but yeah, they do it at a discount on Scampi Fries on a card. You get like 24 packs for something silly for like 12 quid or something like that, if less than that. But
good going.
We'll see what Wednesday. If I see it on Prime Day, I'll just post it on.
Usually, when it starts ramping up to the big use waste a day, like where the people spend loads of money ahead of time, they start putting stuff in supermarkets. Yes, it's not craft beer, but sometimes you get yourself a steal, don't you? Especially if you've got family coming round. You want to keep the fridge well stocked.
Yep. Aaron's Foods, fridge fillers.
Don't go Aaron's Foods though, because they don't sponsor us. They don't get a
kickback. But anyway,
have you ever tried the Vocation mint chocolate stout in like a very miniature bottle that they did at Tesco?
I've got one in my fridge, Dave.
Well, I was walking through my local Tesco's and they had them on offer for £3 a bottle. And I don't know what you pay for, but I don't know if that was cheap or not.
Very good. So that was good. We got the Costco. Yeah, we got the Costco one. So because that was one I spotted as well. So well done for picking up on that one, Andy. But the other one that Dave has brought to us is this one from Salt, isn't it, Dave?
Yeah, so it's a subscribe and save. I was on the Vault City website earlier because somebody posted a Salt Brewery box that they got sent, and I was like, I do actually really like Salt Brewery after being to the bar with you, Jimbo, and stuff like that. And basically, this is a subscription service, and you basically save 20% on core range beers when you sign up for the subscription service. It does exactly what it says on the tin, but that's things like Jute, Loom.
Hookerback
and stuff. Yeah, basically the things that you can buy supermarket, but it's delivered to your door and you save money on it as well. So it probably works out a bit cheaper than what it would do buying them from supermarkets.
And the last thing is, if you want to use Fuss Club and you've not used them before, reach out to me and Dave because there's referral codes.
Oh yeah,
and you get kickbacks. So like if people are on, like if you want a Perfect Draft machine and you want to buy it from Perfect Draft, the guys, if you know somebody with one, they'll have a referral code and they get a bit of a kickback themselves. So ways of making savings, not just for you, but for the person who refers you as well. So
very good. The last one that I've got then is kind of one we've kind of mentioned before, but I know that recently Jan has, and myself as well, have done this offer. So Northeast Trophies Glassware, who have sponsored us in the past previously, very nice of them, but they've got a really good offer on their tulip sort of style pint glasses. So these are really good for people who like the sort of like, yeah, there you go, like what Andy's got. But that was First Class Designs. That one. Yeah.
They're like the proper real ale pints, aren't they? Kind of.
Yeah. So if you've got like a Pints 365 pump,
you can throw them around.
Yeah, they stack well. They stack well. They stack well as well. But yeah, they're really good prints, like the sort of like etched sort of thing. We've seen Pablo Disco Bar's glasses before, which are a different style, and you can still get them from Northeast Trophies. But the tulip pint glasses that are really good for your Pints 365 pumps, cask beer, that kind of thing. $2.99 plus delivery each. So I mean,
cheap.
Exactly. I got mine for about £5, I think. And they're hard to photograph. But I think we managed to pull it off there. They're not the easiest things to photograph to demonstrate, but in person, they look really, really good. So yeah, and the easiest way to find them is through the Alien Audio website as well, alienaudio.co.uk. But likewise, you can go to Northeast Trophies and find them on there as well. But I put a link on the website if you want to find them.
08181818181.
That's it. That's all you need to do. That was there we go. That was Martin Brewis, money saving beer expert.
What's that number go to these days?
Let's try it.
I think we should phone it one week and see where it goes. Remember it from Live and Kicking. 08181818181.
With Jamie Theakston. With Jamie Theakston.
Remember Live and Kicking.
Yes, Jamie Theakston, Zoe Ball.
Yeah.
And Sage and Onion were it. Sage and Onion, them.
Andy Peters used to get absolutely shredded most weeks with interviews and different stuff. And then like Mr. Blobby would be on and Jamie Theakston would be like, this is just the worst.
Is Andy Peters still wearing the same vests?
Yeah, probably.
Right then. What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box?
Jan's on
Hi
holiday.
guys, Jan here from the Boxing Hounds, and I've brought along my famous box. Can you guess what's inside it this week? 20 questions, and I can only answer yes or no.
So there we go.
Jan's box is on tour.
Jan's box.
He told us it hadn't got any beer in it, but I think the picture she posted got a lot of beer in it.
She just took him out and put something else in.
That's not a very big box either, that one.
That must be a going away box.
Before I go on to do Jan's box, I'd like to say congratulations to Shed62 Scott in Hoorn in the Netherlands, who is the first and only person so far to get Jan's box right on the website version of the game. Nobody else has managed it yet. It's hard. It's difficult.
Can we just say how amazing that t-shirt?
Dave said he's made of wood. Is that what you win?
No, he bought that.
Oh.
But I was gonna think of a reward for anybody who did it, so I'll have to think of something else.
I showed this picture to H that said, look at this t-shirt, and it says Dave made out of wood, and then she went, oh, is Jimbo copying you? You're saying then? She's like, do you get commission for that because it's got your name on it? I was like, no, because there's a lot of other people called Dave.
Yeah, true. I'll send you
Just me.
I'll send you a quid, Dave.
Yeah, you can be. Times are hard, you know.
There we go.
It is a
But
good
yeah,
is the Alien Audio logo on the back of that?
I can't remember. I think so. I imagine so.
It should be on the back of it if it's not.
I think it is.
Code.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's it. But I think I need to get him something as a reward because it's not an easy one to get. So if anyone wants to have a go, I'll reveal it in a few weeks' time. But if anyone else wants to have a go and see if they can get it before, I mean, I'm sure Shed62 will have people asking him questions now about what it is and asking for clues and stuff like that. He'll get better ones than what we give. Yeah. So anyway,
can we play
what's in Jan's box?
What's in Dave's lunchbox?
Burger and chips. Right. That's it. So go on then. 20 questions. Don't forget, this is on tour. So it's going to be something relating to being on tour. Jan's box is on tour. So we're stepping out of the garden, out of the pub shed. Something to do with going on holiday.
You might as well ask Dave.
Dave says, is it made out of wood?
No.
No, but well done for asking question. It's not made out of wood. That's number one.
Is it made out of plastic?
No.
No, that's number two.
Is it a corkscrew?
No.
No, we've had that before. That was one of the first ones. Long time ago.
Could have been again.
That's 3.
We're just going back. People who have only just joined us, they probably want to know
Yeah.
what's been in John's box previously. Tell you what, Dave,
Oh,
there's been a lot of shit in John's box.
There is.
There has. Big or small, it hasn't touched the sides. Is it made of glass?
No.
No.
Is it made of metal?
Yes.
Yes. Have you seen so far? I've not interfered. Just said it as it is. It's 5 so far.
It's a killing you not to do it.
It's made out of metal. And so it's all you know so far. It's made out of metal.
It's made out of metal. Can you hold it in one hand?
No.
No, I
No.
don't think so.
Penzu's hands.
Yeah.
When you say Jimbo's looking at his hand, you see.
I'd assume. I don't know for sure.
Jimbo's looking at his Jeremy Beadle hands.
I don't know for sure, but I don't know if they come in different sizes, so I don't know. But I would imagine that
They come in different sizes, Dave.
This in particular wouldn't. No, you couldn't hold it in one hand.
Are we saying then it's pretty much something that's used in this? Like you said, it was going for camping or holidays.
Well, that's
You
what
said
I said at the
holiday.
start. Jan's box is on tour.
Yeah.
Does it hold liquid?
No.
Well, it's not a decanter then, is it?
Is it electrically powered?
No.
I don't think so.
How do you not think so?
I don't know. Didn't know these things. I don't.
I ruled out battery and plug-in in one question. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Dave?
Well done. Well done.
Yeah. But he still doesn't know.
But he hasn't got a clue. The thing
No, I
is,
don't.
He doesn't even know what this thing is because he doesn't go anywhere other than Sheffield.
No.
Do you
That's
not
it.
need to Google this thing to see if it is electrical or not?
It's not.
He looked on a caravan accessories website for this.
It's not electric. It's not electric. You're on 8.
Metal doesn't hold a liquid.
No,
It's not electrical.
it's not powered.
Not electrically powered. Metal doesn't hold a drink. Not a
Can't hold
corkscrew,
it in. Can't hold it in one hand generally.
But it's metal. It's definitely not Kev. There's bits.
No. And it's something to do with going on holiday or going away. Jan's box on tour.
Metal. But it's not electrical. I nearly. Oh, they've got away in a caravan, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a question. I'm just generally. I was going to say, is it
You
a
would ask
caravan?
me
But then they're
metaphorically if they've been away.
But that's if I say it's a caravan, that's electrically powered, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because Kev's got an electric wheel.
There's no chance of you picking
caravan
up with one hand.
Yeah, you can't pick up a
Kev can
caravan in
power
one
that
hand.
electrically, can't it?
Mm.
You said it can't be picked up in one hand.
He said it could be different things, different sizes.
Different things, different sizes.
Come on, ask something. Try and narrow it down.
Does it have some sort of material on it?
No.
I don't think so. From my limited knowledge.
So it's purely
Maybe
made of
not.
metal. That's what we're saying.
Oh, pretty much. Yeah, there might be something attached to it that's not metal, but
Hang on. I just
the
said
thing-
would there be
the
some sort
thing-
of material?
on it. Yeah, but I thought you meant like a coat or something. I don't know, like a rug or something. I don't know.
Be a rug on
What
it.
was that date? No, I wasn't saying that. I was saying there's no, apart from it having maybe something else attached to it. The thing we're talking about is generally made of metal. I think you're on 9.
Is it a
Jan's
flagpole?
box. On top.
No.
No, not a flagpole.
No.
Flagpoles
Do
are
you-
very, very
Do
thin.
you put things on it?
like you would a table, for example.
Yeah.
No.
No, that's 10. Maybe 11 actually.
At 10.
You would say that.
I'd say 8. Really.
This is fucking hard.
You're on 11. 10. 10. I'm going to be generous. 10. So it's metal. It's probably not held in one hand generally, if you was to hold it. Doesn't contain liquids.
It's not electrically powered in any
Is
way.
it a barbecue?
No.
No, not a barbecue. That's 11 now.
Is it used for entertainment?
No.
That's 12. Maybe ask more about the, I mean, Dave said flagpole, which is quite a distinct shape, isn't it? And
It's
stuff.
close to a flagpole, Dave.
It's not close to a flagpole at all.
It's
I'm just
not,
saying
it's
you could
definitely close
you
to
could
a
ask
flagpole.
more about the shape.
Is it girthy?
Is it? Do you mean is it quite fat
Like
in that sense?
fat and like bit like Choda, fat but stumper.
I would say so. Yes.
Yes.
It's big. It's big. It's wide. It's fat. It's yeah. It's got girth, which is why you might carry it in more than one hand.
It's not going to be a cool box, is it? Because they're normally plastic.
They're mainly plastic.
Yeah.
We're about 12, 13.
And the fridge is
13.
plastic. Johnny, what do you take camping? What do we take camping when we go?
That's why I'm going through my list of things that I've taken camping with.
Yeah, I am. It's either that or
We had fire pit the other week, so it can't be a fucking fire pit.
I'm not a camper, but I would think I think it's fairly obvious. Knowing what I know from you about camping, what is required.
you say fairly obvious. I say really fucking hard. Because I take the bare minimum camping with me because then I don't have to fucking pack it.
That's why I went with the table route. Just take table,
Yeah.
take the awning. I take the barbecue, my gas bottle,
Thank you.
my gas cable.
Is it a gas bottle?
What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's in Jan's box? What's in Jan's box's box? What's
Yes,
in Jan's
Dave.
box? What's in Jan's
This week in Jan Box's box, it was a gas bottle.
Oh, it was just staring you in the
Don't-
face.
Don't take
So
a
what,
gas
you know,
bottle. I don't take a gas bottle,
Take
will
one
I?
with them.
But Andy, you were there. You said you were going through the things that you take with you when you go
Yeah,
away.
then I started reeling them off, and I just waited for Dave to read your reaction as I said some of those things. And Dave did
played-
really well. Dave did really well at reading your reaction.
You played me. You played me. Not
Dave,
having
we've
that.
done him. We've had him. Mugged him off.
You got there in the end. Thanks, Jan's box. Hope you're having a really nice
say that-
time.
Hope you don't run out. The worst thing is to do
You
if
say
you
that's
depend on the gas
essential.
bottle, run out.
Yeah.
Well, and they're hard to get. I remember
I don't
hearing
use
from you.
plastic
They're not easy to get either, are they, Andy?
No, once you've got one though, you're in a club, so you can get one all the time.
Ah, well, there we go.
If you got one,
Okay.
you'll never go back.
Pub Shed of the Week. Okay, and we have gone for this one. Bar
This one.
3_65. Bar 3_65. I got a
Now,
bit of
I'm really
Yeah.
surprised we've not done this one before.
I know, it's one of them. It sneaked under the radar, isn't it? And I
Yeah.
was kind of browsing Instagram at the weekend, and I saw about, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos of them doing karaoke, and I thought, where have this lot come from? How is this lot not being featured yet? They've been around ages.
Yeah.
So a bit of information on him. So, because I did comment when I wrote to him saying, I noticed your karaoke night the other night, and I thought, we've not featured you before on our podcast. And he replied saying, oh dear, very drunken night on Saturday. So I think they'd had a good one. But anyway, so yeah, bar 3_65. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it on our screen. Yeah, the reason for the name is that they are open 365 days a year. Sounds like a good old place, that. Landlady is Yvonne, landlord is Neil. They opened during the first lockdown, so a long time ago. It was her husband's 50th, her 50th and his 50th. So both, they were the landlord and landlady celebrating the 50th. Youngest daughter's 21st birthday and their 30th wedding anniversary as well. All fell during the time during COVID. So obviously that meant they couldn't do anything, celebrate it properly. So they just decided to, get this pub shed up and running. Perfect time to do it when you've got lots of celebrations. So they just a couple of shout outs, some of their locals: Katie Pye, Kieran Calland, Deborah Derbyshire, Mark Derbyshire, Marie Brown, and Glyn Brown. I asked about Pub Shed pets. They've got some Bedlington Terriers, which I love Bedlington Terriers. They're cool dogs. Molly and Esme. One of them, or maybe 2 of them, are on the screen because you got some pictures up there. And so on. So you can see, I don't know if it's the same dog in both pictures, but they're both going to look similar. Same sort of dogs, aren't they? So
there's a picture very early on in their catalogue where there's 2, they're actually sitting on the bar stools.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. They've got beer on draft, and that's their favorite feature. Especially they had that a lot during lockdown as well. Constantly had beer on flowing. And yet, they just hope that it's a place that everyone feels welcome and home, and everyone has a great time when they visit. And you can see that from the videos, the karaoke videos. Look like they have a great time. I need to do more karaoke in here, but I already annoy neighbours enough when I'm doing my parody songs. So I give him a break. But anyway, they're based in Wigan as well, and you can see that it must be Wigan fans because they've got like a road sign. I think you've got a Filbert Street one, haven't you? Is that right? Hardy Arms, yeah. Yeah, and they've got like a Wigan FC kind of like road sign in there. But what I do like about this bar, and I think it's quite unique, is that it's not actually external from the house, is it? It's joined onto the house. And I asked about this, and it's in the footings of the old conservatory. So that it's like joined onto the house, which I think is so unique and actually surprising that not more people have done that. I do know one of them. Yeah.
Could you imagine meeting for the first time, or going around the house for the first time? Oh yeah, this is my living room. This is my kitchen. Oh, just through there. That's my pub.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It looks really good.
That picture, that's what I just left that picture up on my phone with the dog sat in the doorway. And there's obviously people drinking and stuff. That's perfect, isn't it? Because you can knock up a dinner and go, come on, we're going to go sit in the pub and have me burger and chips.
Perfect.
I've ordered burger and chips. I'll be in the pub.
Yeah.
Do you think they looked at the menu first?
No.
Yeah.
They went straight to I'll order burger and chips.
You could sit right in that bar and just order what you want. What's chef cooking tonight? It's the chef cooking tonight.
Well, it's like, you've got bar managers, haven't you? They've got a bouncer. If you look at that picture of the dog and in the doorway.
Have you got no ticket? No.
ID, please. I got ID'd the other day, by the way, in Sainsbury's. I got ID'd for the first time in a long time.
What were you buying?
Well, I was buying. I got my Juice Forsyths in. Fancied some Juice Forsyths for Pablo Disco.
What?
Pablo Disco night.
You bought a bottle of MD 2020, Dave, and they were just making sure you look stupid enough. You look stupidly old enough. We're just checking how old you are because you shouldn't be buying this. You shouldn't be buying White Lightning at your age.
But it's a brilliant looking place, isn't it? I'm sure you'll agree. Have you seen the bar? The bar itself is like a bit like the barrel bar last week with the sort of curve. This is a bit similar to that, but obviously a different style, not a barrel bar. But look at that sort of like, that is a smart looking bar, that in it.
It's posh.
Very
It's a
posh bar.
bar.
Double doors opening up to the garden. It looks really, really good.
Could you imagine looking at that on Rightmove if you were selling it?
If you were buying it, you'd be putting
Yeah.
your offers in straight away, wouldn't you?
You would.
You'd be like,
Miss-
oh no.
you imagine-
You'd be like, oh no, he drinks Stella. Knock him down a few times.
The missus would go,
It's a cool tap though. Only if he throws the dogs in.
Yes. But I think it's a great looking place. Yeah. Love it. And everybody, give them a follow. Bar 3_65 bar 365. Give them a follow. Yeah, I love it. And you'll always be entertained by their posts because quite often in most of their posts, they're doing karaoke. You can see they get a lot of regulars. Yeah, and everybody who goes there looks like they have an absolutely cracking time as well. So
It's like that.
Yeah.
It's like we were saying about ordering burger and chips. Say they go down a night out. They just go, should we go around for karaoke? Yeah. I'll go around.
That's it. It's Karaoke Bar Central. So good stuff. Yeah. Give them a follow, everyone. There we go.
Maybe Sheddie Mercury will go and do a turn.
You could get it. He's always available. It's
Yes.
cheap.
Yep.
Give him a shout. Anyway, so what's everyone up to at the weekend?
I'm going out.
Yay! Hold on a minute, Dave. Hold on a minute. Where you going, Dave?
Where do you think?
Leicester, Loughborough.
Not only
You're
have I just been posting it, not only have I been posting it all over Instagram this week.
What have I not missing this?
Have you not been? Are you going to see Blink 185?
Oh, yeah, he is. I've seen it. Do you call that out?
That's out.
I don't know.
Because,
They are knocking on a bit, so they might be tucked up by 9:30.
Yeah.
well, I'm going with my brother and Craig, who is from Jan's Pub Shed over in
Yes.
Stoke as well.
Yeah.
Going out with Craig, and Craig Johnson's going to be there with Laura and their son. Glenn, what's his Instagram handle?
Glenn Murray.
What's his Instagram handle? Hold on.
Ted
Glenn. Good Enough Beer on Instagram. He's going to be there.
Where at?
Birmingham.
Where's it? Birmingham.
Birmingham.
Very
So there's
good.
A few of us little beer drinkers that we're going to try and meet up. But yeah, we're literally heading off about 12 o'clock to get straight to the hotel, check in, and go and get beered up.
Have you got merch? We've got the
And then-
merch,
and
the
then
Blink
we try and
182
after party
merch.
as well.
Yeah. Have you got your t-shirt and everything?
I'm going to buy some when I get there. I'm going to buy one when I get there.
Very good. Yeah.
The plan
well,
might be
looking
to
forward
wear
seeing-
just like a shit black t-shirt or something, or just a cheap t-shirt.
swap it.
So,
Just wear
but
that.
yeah, we
cheap
are
blue
going
shirt you've
out.
got on, Dave.
Very good. Well, I hope you enjoy. You've played pretty much every Blink 182 song there is to possibly play on the podcast over the last couple of years, so I know how much you're going to enjoy it. So have
Not
fun.
yet. Not yet.
You've not quite completed it yet.
I just couldn't find a Blink 182 song that had money in it.
Because they're brassic.
And now I'm thinking,
Well, they'll not be short of it after this tour. Dave, you've been adventuring last weekend. Looks like you got to Warwick and you just done really good. Sorry, Andy. I'm at it again. Andy, anyway. Andy,
Yeah.
you went to Warwick last weekend. You had a good little tour out, didn't you? You up
Yeah,
to much
went
this
to-
weekend?
Went to a few bars as well while I was there. I've not posted them yet because we were trying to get through Vault City's birthday beers while we were away. Jesus Christ, they're the big ones. So we've still got 2 to go. Obviously, the one Dave provided me, the bubblegum one, I'm still going to drink, so probably Friday night. But this weekend...
I've got a bubblegum one.
Yeah, this weekend, not a lot, really. Just got to catch up on my jobs. Too many weekends away.
Cool. Well, I mean, catch up. Do all the catching up you need to. Did you get to any good places in Warwick? I saw there were a few.
Yes. So the Craftsman, they've got about 15 different taps. You can actually order like a flight of like 6, 8, or 15 thirds, like as different flight sets. They had a few problems with CO2, I think, at the time. So, but we went in there, had burger and chips, but they're very good. And then went to a place called the Old Post Office, which was quirky. Got some good photographs from there, actually. I'll put a post on this week of the 2 different places we went. But mainly we went for Sam Play hockey on the Saturday, so we didn't really do anything. We went down Friday evening, didn't venture anywhere. I stayed on the race course. Like it stayed on the Warwick race course. There's a caravan site in the middle of it, so you have to like go. You can only go across the race course at a certain time, and then it closes at 8 o'clock, so you can't get on. But we didn't know that on Saturday there was pony racing on, which was quite fun. So yeah, we went there. Sam played hockey. She lost, but it was a good laugh.
Well, look forward to seeing the posts.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Dave, Andy, sorry. Numbers. What numbers we're going for?
Let me consult my diary.
Oh, Dave's scratching his head. Have I done my homework?
Number 6.
Number 6. Here we go.
Here's Dave from the Hardy Arm. Here's Dave with the shit beer facts.
Right. Hear me out on this one because I'm not too sure if it's actually true. Like anything on this podcast, it could all just be a lie anyway.
You're coming here
with annual retail sales for the IPA for IPAs alone, just IPAs in America is $1 billion.
Bye.
That's a bit shit. Bye.